Association, IDA, to focus more on providing concessional loans, insisting, based on current economic architect, the loans will provide more physical space to African countries. Here are more details.
She made the remarks while addressing African presidents converging for IDA summit in Nairobi, Kenya, a certain simplification of policies and operational processes of the association.
Considering the challenges related to present projected debt levels, we strongly believe that IDA 21 should focus more on providing concessional loans, such as the 50-year credit loans. Given the present debt architecture on the continent, these facilities would provide more fiscal space to African countries to address competing development needs. Additionally, in the forthcoming IDA 21 cycle, it is critical that policies are simplified and operational processes are streamlined.
Furthermore, she underscores the importance of transfer of technology and technical know-how to African countries through investing in people.
We committed to investing in people for improving productivity and building inclusive and resilient economy. We believe that the commitments highlighted in Dar es Salaam Declaration on Human Capital are relevant and merit IDA's support. Excellencies, history attests to the transformative potential of IDA support for countries to transform and graduate.
Established in 1960, IDA aims to reduce poverty by providing grants and zero to low interest loans for programs that boost economic growth, reduce inequalities, and improve people's living conditions.
The government has released 73 billion shillings for construction of a new passenger building, control tower, weather rescue and firefighting stations at the Mtwara Airport. The Minister of Transport, Professor Makame Mbarawa, says the sixth-phase government is determined to continue allocating funds to improve the transport sector. Here's the report by Martin Ngulumbi, read by Faida Ngaga.
It is the occasion of signing the contract for the design and construction of the new passenger building, control tower, weather, rescue and firefighting stations at the Mtwara Airport.
This contract focuses on the construction of a one-story building for passengers. In that building, there will be arrival and departure lounges. There will also be halls for providing services to both domestic and foreign passengers.
The chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Infrastructure Development, Sedemani Kakoso, gives his request to the government.
Niwaombe sana wizara mwasimamie wakandarasi ili wamalize mradi huu kwa wakati.
I urge the ministry to supervise the contractors so they can finish on time. Main government projects usually delay due to them not ending on time. It's my hope that this particular project finishes on time.
The Minister for Transport, Professor Makame Mbarawa, insists that the sixth-phase government continues to improve the transport sector in every region, while the Mtwara Regional Commissioner, Colonel Patrick Sawala, expresses his gratitude to the government.
Kwa mkoa wa Mtwara, serikali inaendelea kutekeleza miradi ya sekta ya uchukuzi.
The government continues to implement the transportation projects in Mtwara region, such that Mtwara can have an airport that provides services 24 hours a day. As we speak, the renovations and expansion of runways, the construction of an apron, parking area for cars, and the installation of airport lights is complete.
Katika kukuza uchumi wa Mtwara, wananchi wanao matamanio ya kuona bandari ya Mtwara.
In building the economy of Mtwara, citizens wish to see the infrastructure of Mtwara is connected with a railway system that heads towards the highland regions such as Ruvuma, Mbeya, Njombe, Songwe, Rukwa, and neighboring countries such as Malawi and Zambia, so as to simplify the transportation of various commodities.
Some residents in the region expressed their support to President Samia Suluhu Hassan for improving economic and living conditions in the Mtwara region.
I am so happy for the improvement of the infrastructure of Mtwara. The Mtwara port has been improved. Many women, including myself, have benefited from it.
The Bank of Tanzania, BOT, has issued guidelines for the money transfer limit from one bank to another bank, where the rates come into effect in May this year. Here are more details.
According to the statement issued by the bank, the action follows the levy rates used to be what the bank calls a burden to the people. The process information shows that the recipient of the transaction will not be charged. The new guidelines given show the rates of charges as follows. Transfer money starting from 1 to 50,000 shillings, deduction is between 0 to 500 shillings. 1,000 shillings for a transfer value between 50,001 to 500,000 shillings. 1,500 for a transfer of value between 500,001 to 5 million. 2,000 for a transfer of value between 5,000,001 to 20 million.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, Professor Riziki Shemdoe, says improved fish handling and processing methods applied in the fisheries sector contribute to poverty reduction, food security, and the conservation of natural resources. Here are more details.
Shemdoe made the remarks during the officiating of Fish for ACP work training organized by Food Agricultural Organization with the aim of upgrading business models to access high-value markets where delegates from other countries, including Zambia, Burundi, Congo, participate.
The aim is to enhance fish production, combat illegal fishing, mitigate environmental degradation, and ultimately boost productivity among fish communities.
On the other hand, the representative of Fish for ACP from FAO says FAO will continue supporting Tanzania in strengthening its position as a main producer of Lake Tanganyika sardine, sprat, and perch.
Have been made to ensure the sustainable management of our shared aquatic resources. FAO is actively engaged in supporting the implementation of small-scale fisheries guidelines, enhancing stakeholder capacity, and promoting gender inclusivity in the fisheries sector. The establishment of the Tanzania Women Fish Workers Association is a testament to our dedication to empowering women and unlocking economic opportunities in the fisheries industry.
Furthermore, the participants from Zambia and Congo say this training is critical in learning and sharing new experiences in the fisheries sector.
This meeting is an opportunity for us as a country to participate along with other delegates from other countries, riparian countries surrounding Lake Tanganyika, so that we can come together and set a number of methodology systems that will allow us to conduct this fish stock assessment on Lake Tanganyika, because we need to harmonize the methodology so that we can come up with reliable data.
It will help us to discuss how we can develop the method, or how we can harmonize the method in order to get accurate data about the fish stock assessment in Lake Tanganyika. And I think this will benefit for the 4 riparian countries in order to help decision-making in fishery management on the lake for the community.
The country's Atomic Energy Commission, TAEC, says the multi-purpose radiator technology project has reached 45% and upon completion will be used to keep a variety of agricultural items, including fruits and industrial goods, so as to add value and boost exports. Professor Lazaro Busagala, the Director General of the Commission, made the revelation in Dar es Salaam while outlining the Commission's success to media editors, revealing that 60% of fruits and vegetables harvest go to waste before reaching the market.
As well, are usually destroyed when you put it through the irradiation facility. And when the multi-purpose irradiator will start working, our expectation is that economically, we will sell more because we'll be able to stay with the food for a while, for more time. For example, for onions, research shows that onions can stay even for up to 3 years. If you irradiate tomatoes, for example, you are able to stay with the tomatoes even in the normal room temperature for more than 3 months. So if you keep it in a cold environment, that means it will stay more. So that means it's be possible to sell onions, to be possible to sell tomatoes even outside the country, to be possible to sell different fruits like mangoes and others like papaya. And in so doing, we can build a more sustainable economy as a country.
Approximately 7.9 billion shillings are being spent on the project, which is being carried out in Dar es Salaam. According to the World Health Organization, an estimated of 354 million people worldwide live with hepatitis B or C, and for most, testing and treatment remains beyond reach. Though there are effective vaccines that are available to prevent hepatitis B virus and nutrients that one can bring relief to a patient with hepatitis B, but regular testing is still a challenge. Talking to TBC News, Dr. Patrick Wilson, who is also a nutritionist, says some fear testing due to misguided information and lack of proper awareness concerning the hepatitis B virus.
A large number of people do not test for the hepatitis due to lack of proper awareness, and some compared hepatitis to HIV as the same two diseases are both viral related. I believe fear is the biggest enemy.
He adds that challenges faced in the fight against the disease include shortage of experts, especially in the rural areas, cost of medication, and ignorance of the early signs of hepatitis B due to lack of proper testing equipment.
Lack of enough medical experts and adequate medicine, especially in the rural areas, had hindered the treatment of detected patients. I urge the society to regularly test for the health in order to detect the symptoms early.
Treasury Registrar Nehemiah Mchechu applauds the sixth phase government for undertaking major changes in the business and banking sector through implementation of the reconciliation, resilience, reform, and rebuild philosophy. Here are more details.
Speaking in the city of Dar es Salaam in an event organized by NCBA Bank, he calls on the bank to work diligently to advance further the financial and banking sector in the nation.
The two banks merged in 2000 because they have more in common. They nurture people. They support the clients. They take risk on people, take risk on clients. They are innovative. They do quite a lot of things that many wouldn't do it. And I still remember I was very young, I think 32 years or 33, when people took a risk to allow me to run a bank in Tanzania. So that's why I'm saying when I stand here, I stand with my emotions, because that's my foundation. That's a place where today I count for all the successes and the good contribution I've done in the country.
On the other hand, the management of the bank says the bank is committed to improve its services and to ensure customers access services from anywhere around the globe.
We're literally bring it to your room. With this support, we're saying a customer never ever needs to come to the bank. Through that app, you can make all your payments, make your transfers. You probably don't even need to have other apps to do money transfers, because We have that available. We also have customer service on it. We shall be introducing loans on that app as well.
A customer can be able to send money, transfer money to any bank. With government of GPG transactions can be done on our mobile banking platform. We've also enhanced our security. So we've enhanced our security. We've increased limits that customers can actually transact on this mobile banking application. The idea is to make the mobile banking application across the region, so you'll be able to transact across in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda, where we are located.
As we mark International Immunization Week, the community have been urged to adhere to medical rules, including being vaccinated as part of protecting their health against opportunistic diseases. The call has been made by a medical representative at Herbert Kairuki Hospital, Agnes Machumu, insisting the move will boost their immune system and make them less susceptible to opportunistic infections.
The situation of vaccination here at Kairuki Hospital sounds good because a large number of people are taking vaccine. My call to the community is to ensure that they take action to get vaccinations, since it is very important to follow various instructions given by the government in order to avoid health challenges. Vaccination is safe and it's also a key element for our health protection.
World Immunization Week, celebrated in the last week of April, aims to highlight the collective action needed to promote the use of vaccines to protect people of all ages against diseases. The ultimate goal of World Immunization Week is for more people and their communities to be protected from vaccine-preventable diseases. World Immunization Week starts on 24th April 2024 to 30th April 2024. Before we wind up the local news tonight, let us now take a look at our today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Stay tuned for all in the latest of international news. And here is international news.
At least 40 people have been killed and others injured after a dam burst in Nakuru County near Nairobi, causing floods which entered people's houses when they were asleep. The water from Kajuba Dam washed away houses and cut off a major road. The search is underway to reach people who are unaccounted for after the flood which occurred around 3 a.m., causing hundreds to leave their houses, having nowhere to go nor food to eat. Most people were killed because they had heavy noise, not knowing what was going on, and when they get out their house, they were caught by flood and others surrounded by water. To the U.S., at least 4 people, including a 4-month-old baby, has been killed after tornadoes hit U.S. state of Oklahoma. The storm started late on Saturday night and also destroyed a lot of buildings. Thousands of people have been left without power and more than 100 injured. Oklahoma mayor declared a disaster emergency. Dozens of tornadoes have been reported across the American Midwest since Friday. Thousands of schools across and a part of Asia have been kept shut during extreme heat wave. After closing schools last week, authorities in Philippines have suspended classes for further 3 days. It also issued a public health warnings. Temperatures have been reached a record high in the capital. Yesterday, a record hit 38.8 in Manila, while the heat index of the body was 45 degrees centigrade on north of Manila, and it was 53 heat centigrade in the north. The heat have affected the whole life in Philippines, but the most dramatic impact has been on education sector. South Korea is accusing the North of laying mines along the road of demilitarized zone between the two countries. South Korea says it is military detected the mines being placed on an unpaved road inside the zone, All-Head Hill in Chogeran. Officials in Seoul say the action is the latest in the series of moves to shut down roads across the border. And voting is underway in parliamentary regional election in Togo, but opposition calling for mass turnout. Political tensions has been rising out since the approval of the new constitution, and series of crackdown of opposition protests could say the changes that constitution will allow President Nyesibe to extend his family long from power. The president's party said the new system is more democratic.
That was international news. Sports news up next. And in sports news, Simba Sports Club fans blame the management of the club for failing to recruit competent players, highlighting it to be one of the main reasons to lose head coach Abdelhak Benchika. Speaking to TBC News in Dar es Salaam, fans believe that had the club recruited competitive players, head coach Abdelhak Benchika could have stayed with the team, praising his winning spirit.
I'm very disappointed with his departure, and the reason for his leaving is from management and our players. It is a very painful decision to us as a management and the fans the same, but it is a decision that we made for the sake of the coach.
Simba Sports Club has parted ways with the head coach Abdelhak Benchika at mutual consent. Simba Sports Club assistant coach Lehman Matola says his squad is well prepared to face Namungo FC in the Tanzania Premier League clash to be played at Majaliwa Stadium, Ruangwa in Lindi. Coach Matola believes that his players, after lifting the Union Trophy by beating Azam FC by 1-0, they will replicate what they did to Azam to beat their rivals Namungo and collect all 3 important points.
It will not be easy game because it is very difficult to play against Namungo in their home grounds. But also they have a good team and they have been fighting to do well. But we as a Simba, we know their strengths and how they are committed at their home. So we are very committed and well prepared to get 3 points.
Simba has to win to uplift their position of finishing second in Tanzania Premier League and secure a direct qualification in the continental competitions next season. That is sports news, and now before we conclude the news bulletin, let's take a look at our weather update for the next 24 hours.
Once again, this is 24 hours weather focus from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Wind flow patterns. Average wind speed expected over the most part of our country, except over the entire coast. Wind expected to flow at the speed of 50 km per hour. And TMA issue a warning of expecting period of strong wind exceeding 40 km per hour and large ocean wave exceeding 2 meters expected over some areas of the entire coast, including Dar es Salaam, Tanga, Pwani, including Mafia Islands, Lindi, Mtwara, together with Pemba and the Unguja Islands. Please take a note on that. And rainfall signal. The scarcity of rainfall signal are over the most part of our country. For tonight, we expect future particular condition, thunder shower over Furia over the Lake Victoria Basin, while Kigoma expect future thunderstorms over Furia. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition and dry. For tomorrow, we expect future particular condition, thunder shower over Fury and sun period over the Lake Victoria Basin, while Kigoma region expect future particular condition, thunderstorm over Fury and sun period. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition and long sun periods. Let's have a look for the 4 days weather forecast for some part of our country, starting from the day after tomorrow. We thank you for watching us and have a good night.
That marks the end of our news bulletin for tonight. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same place. On behalf of the rest of the team, I'm Agnes Tuniga, and good night.
Miaka 60 ya Muungano.